Okay, welcome students. So in this session we are going to study isolation amplifier. In previous session we were studied the differential amplifier and the need of bio amplifier and the instrumentation amplifier and the advantage of the instrumentation amplifier over differential amplifier. Okay, so these are the things we were studied in last session. So today we are going to see the continuation of next amplifier, that is isolation amplifier. Okay, let us enter into video.
U.com.
Into video. Okay, before seeing the isolation amplifier, what is isolation? What is isolation? So isolation is a separation. Separation is also called as isolation. So isolation amplifier are commonly used for providing protection against leakage current in biomedical recording such as EEG, ECG, etc. They break ohmic continuity of electric signal between input and output of an amplifier. Okay, right? So isolation amplifier are commonly used for providing protection against leakage current. Actually, why we are using isolation amplifier in medical equipment? In medical equipment, we are using high voltage and low voltage. High voltage is used in display devices, that is the oscilloscope and other recorder. Low voltage is used in human, that is around the electrodes and leads. These are low voltage, that is in the range of millivolt. High voltage in the range of more than 1000 volt. Okay, so for example, if you want to measure on ECG, means where the doctors place electrodes over human body around the chest. Then these electrodes connected to the recorder by using lead wire. Then the recorder absorbs the signal from electrode and it is amplified and it is finally displayed in a oscilloscope. It is looking like small TV. Okay, in oscilloscope they are using high voltage. In cathode ray tube oscilloscope they are using high voltage in the range of 1000. So this input is displayed in the oscilloscope. If you are using a direct connection, some amount of shock is coming from the oscilloscope. So you can one example I want to tell you. Consider a laptop charger. You connect it in your AC main and switch on the laptop charger, and you just hold the laptop charger in your hand and touch any other wet area or water, any other thing, you will feel some shock. If you are sweating in your hand at the time you are touching the laptop charger, that will create small amount of shock. But the laptop charger is 19 volt, but that 19 volt is coming from 230 volt AC. So in laptop charger is a SMPS. So here also some protection is there. Even though the protection is present, we can feel some amount of shock. This way in patient they are very tired. So if they are applying the small amount of shock to them, then they will get died. Okay, they will lose their life. So that the isolation circuit is very important in medical equipments. Okay, So in medical equipments, isolation circuit is very important because that equipments are used for patients and child, etc. Okay, so the isolation amplifier just makes some separation between high voltage and low voltage. So the communication between the lower end side and the high voltage side is through some medium, not physical contact. That is the isolation. So the communication, the information transferred from lower end to lower voltage side to higher voltage side by using some medium, not by physical contact. Okay, that is called isolation. Then isolation barrier. What is barrier? Barrier means tadai. So resistance. So isolated barrier use galvanic isolation to protect electrical signal in potentially flammable or hazardous area. So the isolation amplifier provides some barrier between high voltage and low voltage side. So the barrier do not stop signal communication from getting through. The barrier only stop dangerous level of current and voltage. So it do not stop signals. What is the difference between signals and current voltage? Signals and current or voltage. What is the difference? What is the difference between signal and current or voltage? So signals means the information. Information may be any form, that is in analog or digital. Okay, so the information only transferred to the next stage, but the high voltage is not transferred. So the high voltage is stopped by isolation barrier. Okay, the isolation include different supply voltage source and a different ground on each side of the isolation barrier. So different supply voltage means in high voltage side they are using separate voltage source, in low voltage side they are using separate voltage source, that means the battery. Okay, they are having separate ground, high voltage having separate ground, lower voltage having separate ground. There is no physical contact between high voltage and low voltage. So between the higher voltage and low voltage we are having some barrier, tadai, resistance. Okay, right? So that barrier avoid the flow of high voltage to low voltage side. Okay, that is an isolation barrier. Then methods. What are the methods used in isolation amplifier? There are three different methods used for isolation amplifier. The first one is transformer isolation, and second one is optical isolation, and the third one is capacitive isolation. Transformer, optical, capacitive isolation. Okay, so these three are transfer the information from one side to another side without losing any information, but blocks current and voltage. These three are transfer the information from one side to another side but block the current and voltages, high voltages. Okay, right, that is the isolation. First one we are going to see the transformer isolation. So before seeing the transformer isolation, what is transformer? See the animated diagram. We are having one frame that is called core, transformer core. Okay, so one side of the transformer core we are having the primary winding, and another side you are having the secondary winding. Primary winding is always high number of turns, and the secondary winding is always having, on secondary side we are having low number of turns. So this is a step down transformer, In step-up transformer, we are in opposite. In secondary side, high number of turns, and primary side, lower number of turns. Okay, right. So this is a transformer. So here, the primary side voltage is transferred to the secondary side in the form of magnetic flux. See, one is moving, that is on the triangle shape. Pink color is moving this way, that is the movement is different, depends on current flow direction. Okay, so based on the positive and negative cycle of AC signal. So this signal, the voltage applied in a primary side is transferred to secondary side through the frame, that is called core. Okay, so here there is no physical contact between primary and secondary. So the transformer is a good isolator. Okay, the transformer is very good isolator. So transformer is a passive electrical device that transfers electrical energy from one electrical circuit to another or multiple circuit. A varying current in any one coil of the transformer produce varying magnetic flux in a transformer core, which induce a varying electromotive force across other coil wound around the same core, that is transformer. Okay, no physical connection between primary and secondary, that is an important point. There is no physical connection between primary and secondary. So this transformer is provide very good isolation for high voltage. So see the diagram. This is a symbolic diagram of medical equipment. So this medical equipment having transformer isolation. Okay, right. See, this is a high voltage side. This is a high voltage side. The line is a AC signal. N is a neutral. This is ground. This is ground. This is a AC signal. Normal AC mains. It is connected with one side. Then here the patient is there. Patient is connected with the electrodes through the amplifier. Okay, this is a patient signal amplifier. That amplifier is connected to one end of the transformer primary. Okay, patient isolation transformer. This is a patient isolation transformer. This is a main transformer. Main transformer means that transformer handle high voltage AC signal. Okay, right. So this rectangle indicates the internal shield. Okay, so here the electric circuit is present. This circuit perform some action over this biosignal. Okay, right. Then patient ground driven to zero by amplifier. Okay, so the patient leg is connected with the ground through an amplifier. Okay, right. So this is an instrument case that is also connected with the ground. Okay, so in this diagram the patient is separated by the transformer between high voltage side and the low voltage side. The patient is present in a low voltage side. The main transformer present in a high voltage. Okay, these two are separated by this patient isolation transformer. Okay, so this is a transformer based isolation amplifier. So this amplifier provide very good isolation between high voltage AC main and low voltage electrode amplifier side. Okay, right. Then electrical signal obtained from the electrode is applied to amplifier block. Okay, right. After the amplification, the signal is applied to modulator block. Modulator perform amplitude modulation over the signal. Actually here the modulator is not considered, but in general in practical amplifier they are using these things. First, the electrical signal obtained from the patient by using electrode. This electrode is connected with the amplifier by using a lead wire. Then the amplifier amplify the incoming signal and it is applied to modulator block. Okay, after the amplification, that signal is given to modulator block. Modulator perform some amplitude modulation over the signal. It perform the AM modulation over the signal for further processing. Then here we are using one isolation barrier, so it does not provide infinite impedance. Actually barrier means, already I told, that is tadai, okay, that is resistance. Okay, so it does not provide infinite impedance. So it provide infinite impedance, does not provide infinite impedance, it provides some impedance. Okay, so the barrier provide very high impedance but not infinite. Okay. Small voltage across the barrier creates some error which is appeared in output voltage. Okay, small voltage across barrier that creates some error. So that is combined with the output voltage. That small voltage is called as IMV, isolation mode voltage. Okay, it is 2 mark question. What is IMV? IMV means that is the isolation mode voltage, that is the small amount of voltage present around the barrier. Okay, isolation barrier, that is called IMV. Okay, right. Then optical isolation. Okay, so next one is a optical isolation. So the first one is a transformer isolation. In transformer isolation, there is no electrical contact between the input and output. And next we are going to see the optical isolation. The optical isolation is also separate high voltage side and low voltage side without any physical contact. Okay, so here also there is no physical contact between high voltage side and low voltage side. So see the diagram. Here the patient is there. The patient two hands are connected with differential amplifier. This is a differential amplifier. So two inputs are connected to the A1, that is a differential amplifier. The differential amplifier is connected to optical driver circuit. So this is an optical driver circuit. This optical driver circuit drive the optical LED, light emitting diode, okay, or laser diode. Okay, right. So that is optical driver circuit. It derive the laser diode or LED according to the signal received in the input side from the electrode. Okay, so the electrode, the signal received from the input electrode, that is converted into light. That light is transferred to next stage. So here the information is transferred from low voltage side to high voltage side in the form of light. Okay, here in transformer isolation, the information transfer from low voltage side to high voltage side in the form of magnetic flux. Here the information transfer from low voltage side to high voltage side in the form of light. Okay, opto isolator. Okay, then in second side, in high voltage side, we are having phototransistor. The phototransistor base is the input. The base is the input. The phase is sends the light. The base of the phototransistor sends the light that is coming from LED or laser in low voltage side. This base voltage is amplified and it is produced at the output and high voltage, that is called ECG output or EEG output. Okay, right. So here the high voltage, this is a high voltage circuit, these are the low voltage circuit. These two circuits are completely separated by this optical isolation. Here the information transfer from low voltage side to high voltage side is in the form of light. Okay, so the signal is transferred from low voltage side to high voltage side by using light, that is called optical isolation. Okay, right. So the isolation can be achieved in optical, that is the light. Okay, the patient electrically connected in the or neither the hospital ground line. Okay, the patient is not connected with the high voltage line or ground of the any circuit. Okay, the patient not connected with the ground or high voltage, okay, or electrical connection. The patient is not connected with electrical. Okay, so battery operated circuit supplies power to patient server. So in high voltage side we are using a high power, high voltage, that means 230 volt like that. In low voltage side we are using some 12 volt or 9 volt battery. Okay, so that is a very lower volt. That lower volt can derive the electrodes and LED or laser diode. Okay, the signal from patient is converted into light by LED. Okay, so this is a one simple isolation circuit. So this is a one side transmitter, this is another side receiver. So by using these two leads we can send the information to this LED or laser diode present inside, that is produce a light as between these two. In receiver side we can receive the optical light and it is converted into electrical signal by using photoresistor. Okay, so this is a optical isolation. Okay. The light from LED fall on the phototransistor, which convert the light signal into electrical signal having its original frequency, amplitude and linearity. So if you are converting one electrical signal into light and after that the light is again converted into electrical, so there is no difference between these two, because after the converting the light signal into electrical signal, there is no change in frequency, amplitude and linearity. That is an important point. If it is change, means that is useless. Okay, so there is no change in frequency, amplitude and linearity. So what is the frequency present in the input side, that is present in the output side also. Okay, right. So that is the optical transmission. No modulation and demodulation needed because the signal is optically transferred. Here there is no need of modulation and demodulation. Okay, directly we can use that received signal. Okay, so this is a optical isolation. Next one and the last one is the capacitive isolation. So before seeing the capacitor isolation, what is capacitor? So as an electronics and communication student, you know well about capacitor. Okay, so capacitor means parallel plate. Okay, so capacitor is also called as parallel plate along with some insulation layer. Okay, so capacitor means on this is one side and this is another one side. In between the two side you are having some insulation. Okay, so this hand is a one terminal, this hand is another one terminal. So we can transfer this side to this side in the form of some electric field. Okay, in the form of some electric field. So the capacitor produce very good isolation between two plates. So capacitor nothing but like this is two plates. One plate is one hand, another plate is another hand. Sorry, one hand is one plate, another plate is another hand is another plate. So in between the two hand or two plate we are having air. Air is a medium. Okay, or in some other situation and they are using some liquid, that is a liquid is a medium. In some case they are using some non-conducting material, that is called the insulator, that is a medium. Okay, so a different type of capacitor is available. Okay, based on the type they are using the medium. Okay, so if in a hand, so between the two hand there is a air is present, the air is a medium. So this is one terminal, this is one terminal. So if you are applying the input to these two terminal, so the signal is transferred from this plate to this plate. Okay, so but these two plates are not physically connected, that is separated. The plates are separated by some insulation material. Okay, so that is a capacitor. So the capacitive method use digital encoding of input voltage and the frequency to send the signal across differential capacitive barrier. So here the barrier is the insulating material is act as a barrier. So it is the capacitor have no physical contact. Okay, right. See the simple block diagram. In one side we are having the input. The input is given to the modulator input signal into any other form, then that is given to one capacitor. So this capacitor receive the information and it is transferred to the demodulator, but it don't transfer voltage or current. See one important thing, if the voltage or current transfer means we need a physical contact. Without any physical contact we cannot transfer the voltage or current from one side to another side. Okay, ஸோ ஒரு ஃபிசிக்கல் கனெக்ஷன் இல்லாமல் வோல்டேஜையோ கரண்ட்டையோ ஒரு சைடில் வந்து இன்னொரு சைடுக்கு ட்ரான்ஸ்ஃபர் பண்ண முடியாது. ஆனால் ஃபிசிக்கல் கான்டாக்ட் இல்லாமல் சிக்னலை வந்து ஒரு சைட்லேருந்து இன்னொரு சைடுக்கு ட்ரான்ஸ்ஃபர் பண்ணலாம். ஓகே, தட் இஸ் சிக்னல் டிரான்ஸ்மிஷன், தட் இஸ் அ ஐசோலேஷன். ஸோ இந்த டெக்னிக்கை யூஸ் பண்ணி தான் ஐசோலேஷன் ஆம்ப்ளிஃபையர் வந்து ஒர்க் ஆகுது. ஓகே, ஸோ டிரான்ஸ்ஃபார்மர்லேயும் ஃபிசிக்கல் கான்டாக்ட் கிடையாது, அதுக்கப்புறம் ஆப்டிக்கல் டிவைசஸ்லேயும் ஃபிசிக்கல் கான்டாக்ட் கிடையாது, கெப்பாசிட்டர்லேயும் ஃபிசிக்கல் கான்டாக்ட் கிடையாது. ஓகே, ஸோ அந்த ஃபிசிக்கல் கான்டாக்ட் இல்லாமல் இருக்கிறதுனால தான் we can make a isolation or separation. பேரியர் அப்படின்னா என்னென்னா தடை, எவ்வளவு தடை இருக்குது, எவ்வளவு செப்பரேஷன் இருக்குது, அதை சொல்லலாம் பேரியர். ஓகே, ரைட். ஸோ the modulator modulate the input signal and is given to the capacitor. The capacitor again transfer to the demodulator, then we will get output. And modulator and demodulator both are separated by the capacitor. Modulator have different voltage, demodulator have different voltage range. Okay, but both are not connected, both are separated. So this is a capacitive isolation. Okay, right. Then the separate power supply is used in both the side of the barrier. So both the side, input side and output side, both the side we are having the different supply voltage or power supply. Okay, signal with bandwidth up to 70 kHz can be handled in capacitive isolation. Okay, so the signal with bandwidth of 70 kHz only suitable for capacitive isolation. Okay, so this is one of the limitation used in capacitive isolation amplifier. Okay, right. Next one is the merits or advantage of this optic coupled amplifier. That means advantage of this different coupled amplifier. So all three is common, but the transformer isolation is very popular. Why transformer isolation is very popular means the transformer price is very low. Okay, the price of the transformer is very low, so that most of the device they are using transformer isolation. Okay, right. And the second one, the optocoupler amplifier is more effective, but optocoupler is somewhat expensive. Okay, similarly capacitor coupled amplifier is also effective, but that is very expensive. Okay, lowest cost means transformer isolation only lowest price. Okay, then optocoupled amplifier offer lowest isolation. Okay, optocoupled provide very lowest isolation. The voltage range of 800 voltage can be used in between input and output. That means the input voltage and output voltage, the difference is 800 volt only. Okay, for example, input volt we are using 8 volt, in output side we are using 808 volt. Okay, so the difference between input and output is 800 volt. Okay, that is the voltage difference between the voltage difference in optocoupled amplifier. In transformer coupled amplifier, the voltage difference is increased more. That is 12,000 voltage is used in between the input side and output side. So if you are using input side 1 volt, and output side we can use 12,000 volt. Okay, the difference between input and output is 12,000 volt. That is a very important. Okay, and capacitor coupled, that is using very high voltage, that is 2200 volt between input and output. So input side and output side difference is 2200 volt, but transformer coupled is 1200, but optocoupled is 800 volt. Okay, so that most of the device is based on transformer coupled amplifier. Okay, capacitor coupled is some very high quality instrument that is based on capacitor coupled amplifier. Okay, then isolation resistance. So the resistance between the input and output, or the resistance between high voltage side to low voltage side, for transformer coupled, that is 10 power 10 ohms. Okay, for transformer coupled amplifier, that is 10 power 10 ohm. Already I told there is the resistance between the input side and output side is not infinity. It is not infinity, it is it having some resistance. So the transformer coupled has 10 power 10 ohm, opto coupled have 10 power 11 ohm, and the capacitor coupled is 10 power 12 ohms. Okay, right? So these are the resistance between input and output, or the resistance of isolation barrier. Okay, right? And the gain, stability and linearity are best for capacitor coupled amplifier. Okay, and the electrical isolation is most commonly used technique to protect the patient against electrical hazards. Okay, right? So and finally you can say that the gain, stability and linearity is best for capacity coupled amplifier. Capacity coupled amplifier is a very costliest one, but the linearity and stability is very high when compared to transformer coupled and optical coupled amplifier. Okay, right. Then applications. So all the medical equipments uses isolation amplifiers. Okay, so mostly ECG instrument using isolation amplifier, pressure monitors, pressure transducer, pacemaker. Okay, so many applications, etc. So not only these 4 applications, so many applications uses isolation amplifier. So wherever you are using high voltage and low voltage, in this side we are using isolation amplifier. Not only in medical application, in other application also we are using high voltage, other application also we are using isolation amplifier to protect the costliest equipments. In digital circuits we are using buffer between input side and processor, so that is also one of the isolation. Okay, right? So thank you students. So by this session you can understand about isolation amplifier, what is isolation, and the different methods of isolation and different types of isolation amplifiers, and the merits and applications of isolation amplifier. Okay, right? So thank you so much, thanks for watching. Please share and subscribe this channel. Okay, thank you. Take notes. Is there any difficulty, please comment. Okay, thank you so much.